All people should understand the notion of taking calculated risks to become who you want to be. If you don't want to take the calculated risks and you're okay with just having a quote secure job, that's cool. If you just want the white picket fence and the house and the family and you want to call it a day, that's cool. But that's not me. My thing is, I've always wanted to do what I wanted to do. To me, that's just something that is a natural tenet for human nature. I mean, you should just do what you want to do. That's how you're supposed to live. You know, if you have a 9-to-5 job that you don't like and you have kids and you take a day off, you have a vacation day, and you get to wake up with your kids, have breakfast with them, take them to school, and just do whatever you want to. Those are the days when the average Joe realizes that they hate what they do. Naturally doing what you want to do every day is, to me, who everybody should be. But it takes a certain type of person to pursue that. The type of person that it takes to pursue that is the kind of person that lives life with the axiom of nothing can stop me. I liken myself to one of those people. So with me, before I got serious with music, I always wanted to be an attorney and a politician. When I was doing my undergrad in political science, I realized that I didn't want to do politics anymore because, first of all, to me, it was like a whack music scene. It was just a bunch of groupies like following cats that didn't believe in what they believed in. The scene was just garbage to me. So I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And I started really getting into music a lot. And I said, you know what? I really love music, but I want to get my academic side done so that I could be a better artist. Make a long story short, finished my undergrad, got my law degree. I was teaching law school, teaching entertainment law, community property, contracts law, while doing music. I started to create my own world. Okay, this is within the sacrifice thing. What I tell people is I live in a fake reality. I create a world that I want to live in. Within this world, there's only a certain kind of music that's played. And I create a fake job within this fake world. And somehow I try to turn it into reality. I don't hear any of this stuff on the radio. I don't listen to radio. New music to me in my world are old records that I haven't heard before. In this whole world, I invite people to come to my world. And the star of my world is myself. I make music for this world. I invite people to come in, and my audience is actually my mind. In doing this, I create certain prongs for success. I got to make sure I can live. I got to make sure that nothing's going to stop me from what I'm doing within my own world, because I can't have my world destroyed. I live there. So I make up these albums like a Something About April or a Delphonics or a Souls of Mischief, because I could somehow subsidize that to live within my world, and I don't have to leave my planet and go somewhere else where I gotta hear garbage ass shit and like produce garbage ass shit. I can say no to all that stuff because the laws in my world, the police don't even let that shit in. Government don't even let that shit in. You know what I'm saying? In order to live in my own world and make money in my own world, I have to have a label, Linear Labs. I have to try to create a reason for people to want to be interested in moving to my world. Try to change things that I don't think should be plausible or workable in my world, you know? I invite people to my world. You know, I give them a lifestyle pamphlet. I give these people a lifestyle pamphlet, and I said, yo, you like this lifestyle? Do you believe in what I believe in? Come on in. And how I do that is that I give them my music and hope that they like it, you know? And if they like it, they come into this world. In this world, I have to sacrifice. If somebody is making music that I don't like on a major label and they're asking me to produce it, I understand that I don't want to do that, because when I'm done making music, I want people to think my legacy is the illest. I want myself to think my legacy is the illest. I don't want to go on an ice-capade doing nonsense. So I gotta say no to a lot of stuff. I have to sacrifice. I gotta say, like, dude, I can't do it. It doesn't do anything for me. I can't do that. I need to make money by doing things that aren't supposed to make money. Like, why would making a record right now that sounds like an old break with Dracula singing on it bring me money? Maybe I could have somebody on a major label sample it, hopefully, and I could get money that way. Or I could perform this somewhere and get money from that way, because you don't make money selling music anymore, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta sacrifice. In order to live in my world, I lost a house, I lost a car, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go through a lot to get to this point. Go to a lot to get to the point where Something About April is successful, Black Dynamite successful. When people were saying like, yo man, I can't do it, I ain't got no money. I'm like, you find money, bro. What I did to find money, I'm like, you know, I don't think I'm paying my car note this month. I gotta get this tape machine. I gotta get it. Because if I get this tape machine, it's gonna turn into this album. If I don't get this tape machine, it's not gonna be this album. But I'll still have this car. If I don't have this car, am I gonna die? No. If I don't make this music, is it going to negatively affect my career? Yes. So my answer is just try to figure out how to pay that car note next month and get this tape machine now. These are the sacrifices. If you really want something, you could get something. When I was producing, sampling, and I wanted to make the leap to start playing instruments and learn how to record in the way they would have recorded between 68 to 73 through the hip hop scope of the golden era, my homies was dissing me like, yo, you didn't have band in school. You don't know how to play instruments. What are you doing? And I said, yeah, but my mind, though, I get it. Like, I understand it's kind of like when I'm hearing a sample, I want the sample to go another way. It's not going that way. I could figure it out. And fools is hella dissing me. You know what I'm saying? And I just started playing and started learning all that stuff. And then it happened. And when I was in college, when I was in law school, I came home every day and just played stuff to try to become a professional. And this is pre-YouTube. There was no video to see how to play a flute or how to play bass. Like, I had to just try to figure it out. If you want to be successful doing what you want to do, you have to sacrifice, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to do what makes you happy. There are times where you may have to do things that you don't want to do. If you are going to do those things that you don't want to do, make sure it fits within what your lifestyle is supposed to be. So for me, there's certain songs that I would never do for people, because it doesn't fit in my lifestyle, because it's gonna make me unhappy. When music becomes work to me, I don't wanna do it. Every time I do something, it should be something enjoyable, because it's taking me away from my family. Sacrifice is the key.
Winning on him, niggas was jumping from tables, from dressers onto his back, doing wrestling moves on him.
So our saxophone player got fired by Mr. Brown. He couldn't play on the song, so he was just standing there like, okay, I guess I won't play. So at that time, like, me and Raphael was just like, oh God, is he gonna tell us not to play?
And those new obstacles that I'm more concerned about are minority competition. Less about being oppressed by the majority and more about minorities having conflict within themselves.
We've been just recording and filming our journey, because I was always just a filmaholic. I was always just film, which now I'm glad I've been doing it, because we have hundreds of tapes.